Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to talk all things Instagram. So with Instagram, it's just so much different than Facebook. I feel like for me personally, at least, it's a lot more, people are more open, I feel like, to when you're talking about products and you're talking about that sort of thing. People are more open and receptive than they are on Facebook. I feel, I don't know if you can agree with that, Ashley, but I definitely have noticed that.
I'm sorry, I missed what you just said.
That I feel like people are more receptive on Instagram. If you're, talking about products, if you're talking about your business, I just feel like the conversion is a lot easier for me personally.
1000%. It's a totally different platform. And like, it's really like growing a lot too. Like they're taking things and making like piggybacking off of TikTok even, which is like, TikTok is one of the biggest platforms happening at the moment. It's all video. So like Instagram is piggybacking off that. And it's just more, people are more cool with you messaging them or engaging with them or just like randomly adding them as a friend, where I feel like over at Facebook, people are more like, why are you adding me sometimes? Where Instagram, it's never like that. I love Instagram.
Yeah, I think Facebook is more closed. Like people go on there for their friends and family connection. And then with Instagram, it's really like, they like the aesthetic. They like to like peek into people's lives. They like to see what people are doing. Plus there's the whole influencer thing that's going on with Instagram. So it's much easier for you to convert your business over on Instagram. What I personally do is any leads that I get on Instagram, I of course add them over to Facebook as well. Just because I think the messenger platform is easier on Facebook, but for engagement, for selling purposes, for talking about my business, I just feel like I get so much more engagement over there.
Yeah, I do too. And I know that you guys, like, Instagram seems kind of scary, but once you dive in, you're going to absolutely love it. Like, you're going to realize that you'll spend a lot more time utilizing that app. So we're here to teach you all the things to make it easier to jump in.
I'm going to see if I can. Oh, great. Only the host can screen share. Assign closed caption. Okay. So I'm just going to give you a peek into what my Instagram looks like, and then I'm going to pass it over to Ashley so that you can see what hers looks like. I'll just give you kind of a very surface level overview of why you would want to, like, how you want it to look like, what's appealing, what will attract people, and then Ashley can kind of give her 2 cents on that too. So I gotta find screen broadcast. Yes, I want a screen broadcast. There we go. Okay. So it is very important that you have a bio that can catch people and bring them in and have them understand what you're all about. So for me, I talk about 5 pillars a lot because that's what we base everything for the content planning Zooms. You got to know, like, what makes you different, what sets you apart from every other person that's selling something on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah, perfect. Okay,
yes.
Good.
Yep.
So for me, faith is something that's huge for me. So I have my favorite Bible verse that I wrote on here. I really kind of narrowed down my niche recently to godly focused health and wellness. So like talking about, for me personally, it's about how my faith is helping me with my health journey. And then I obviously can tie my products in. Wi-Fi financial freedom. I want to help people become financially free. And then I live in a small town and I'm a mom of 3. I always put mom like next to last because being a mom isn't all that I am. I want to stand apart from everyone else that's doing like mom profiles and mom stuff. And I want to be like my own individual person. So that's why I put that towards the end. So stories are obviously important. We're going to talk about that. But when you want to take some of your stories, you can put them into these like nice highlights. And I don't know if I should go into that because it's really, maybe I could. So in here, it just shows, if it will actually pull up, like here's my business. So like different things I've done with my business, where I've gone, people I'm congratulating, stuff like that. You click on more to edit highlights if you want to go to your stories. and add more, you just like click on whatever ones you want to add into there. And that creates a highlight. And then for my color or for my covers, you can go to Pinterest and you can search like Instagram cover photos, and you'll find a bunch of little circles that you can use that fit kind of into your color scheme and what you kind of want to do. Or you can just use like the picture from a story too. You don't have to do the colored circles. I just thought it looked really nice, so I did it that way. You want your profile to be aesthetically pleasing. So what that means, when you're adding someone or following someone on Instagram, typically what's going to happen is they're going to look at your first 9 photos to catch a glimpse into your life. So you want to make sure it's like not all just your face. You want to show different aspects of your life, things that you have going on. If it's seriously the same picture, like if it's all you in the same pose, or it's all just like a close-up of your face, or it's all just pictures of you, I think it doesn't allow people to peek into your life enough when you're following them, like for them to understand, what is this person about? So for me, I try to cycle between my pictures. Like one will be of me, and sometimes they'll be in a row, 2 in a row or whatever. But I also like to put pictures of, like, I have a picture of my flowers. I have a picture of my desk, my dogs, the walk, my kids, the books I read. So it kind of breaks it up, and it's not just all me, because my life is multifaceted, and I want to highlight that. Now, of course, sometimes you're not going to get like as large of engagement on posts like this. I got 44 in that one. Maybe this one's a better example. Yeah. You're not going to get a ton of engagement. It's really mainly just to break up your feed and to just make it look more cohesive and not just you. So different poses, different looks, but I try to stick with the same colors. So like blacks and grays, browns. For me personally, that's kind of my thing, if you will. I try to use different aspects of Instagram. We're going to go into the different things like Reels, Instagram TV. We'll go into those things as well. But you have to have like the same look, like color wise, to your profile, because that's what catches people's eye. So for me personally, I use why can't I think of it? What is it called? A Lightroom preset. And where I get mine, I just go on Etsy and I search them, and they're like $5. You can get one that you like that fits us. You can search like red presets or gray presets, or clean or airy or bright, or like whatever you want. Your fitness, if that's your thing, search fitness. You can search like food if that's one of your things. But you want to have it look like kind of all the same tones, because that's really pleasing for people to see. So I use Lightroom presets. I think we did another Zoom on that a while back. So if you want additional information on that, maybe we can find that link and post it at some point. Did you want to add something?
Yeah, you guys just start off with the presets that are in Lightroom are also a great start. Like, just get used to Lightroom, because my girl Sadie was showing me when we were in Cabo that she loves the presets that are already in Lightroom. Try them out. Don't get so freaked out by, okay, I don't know how to load a preset, so I'm just not going to use Lightroom, because Lightroom has a lot of great features. So just download Lightroom, start using it. And then I think, we can help you guys learn how to load presets in there too. But they have some good ones just in the app.
And not to mention, Instagram has its own things too. So if you're just wanting to get in without having, like, you just want to get started and then you're going to pick up on that stuff, they have filters that you can certainly use, but make sure that you're always using the same exact one. So that's a really good point. Do we have, let me see. I'm going to go through the chat real quick to see if anyone has questions. The color dots. Okay, I think I already talked about that. So we wanted to touch on that. I don't know if you want to go into your profile. I'll stop my screen share and allow you to do
or
that.
you can just go into it quick if you want. Oh, that works.
Okay, oh, fine. Here, I'm going to make you the host so you can get your screen shared. Okay. Participants.
I'll touch on how to do that bio in a second. All you need to do, you guys, is put it in your
You should have the
notes
capability now.
notes section to get the spacing like that. So use your notes, space it out, and then copy and paste it into your bio.
We're going to be covering reels as well.
How do I switch or do my?
If you tap on your screen, if you tap on your screen, there's a green thing that says share screen at the bottom.
Ah, look at this. Fancy.
Fancy. She's like, I don't know how I'm going to do this.
Everything on your screen, including notifications. No worries. Okay. Oh, wait. Did I do that right? Sorry, guys.
I think you have to hit start broadcasting.
It's just letting me know they're going to see all your stuff. Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. This is awesome. See, you guys learn something new every day.
Look, I see you.
Oh my gosh, cool. Okay. So here is my Instagram, my profile. So you guys see my bio there. Mine's a lot of my family plus things I love, health and wellness, obviously traveling. I like fashion, and green tea lattes, put something in there that's funny, that's like relatable. That's like, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be, I don't know. I just added that. I thought it was cute.
I think that's cute. Yeah.
I also, you guys, like once you get more into so I like to switch up my presets, but you guys have to make it flow nicely together. So like if you look, people don't go this far back, but if they do, like I had rose gold kind of right here, and then I slowly transform into like a summer, like kind of bluish, and then I transitioned into like kind of my fall stuff, and then I see how it kind of nicely transitions into like my winter stuff. And now I'm starting to transition into more like blue and summer because I'm like ready for summer already. So,
same sis.
And then if you see my dots, I just use my pictures. I just use pictures that are in my stories for it. So you guys can do those however you like. But yeah, you guys just really got to make it look pleasing. That's what Instagram is really about. When someone clicks on your photo and goes straight to your page, the first thing they want to see is, okay, this page is kind of a hot mess. Let me just exit out, So just make sure you guys, like Megan said, make sure you're using the same preset, at least for a while. I would say at least for like 8 to 10 photos before you'd transition into a new one.
I go with the seasons usually.
Yeah, because when it's sunny out and it's summertime, you don't want like a dark vibe because it's not winter. I don't know. So yeah, and then how you can click edit your bio here, and how you get the spacing is you just copy and paste, or you type it out in your notes section and then copy and paste it over into your bio. And that's how you'll get the breakage, so you can have it go to the next line. Does that make sense? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
So just like, you can just, I have my hashtags up so I can show you guys that in a little bit, but
I have an awesome tip with hashtags. I cannot wait to share.
I'm excited for that too. You guys, hashtags
so that you don't have to copy and paste them anymore.
Oh, okay. I'll let you take over.
So with hashtags, we'll explain why hashtags are so important and how to get the proper mix and stuff like that too. I can touch on that actually. Hashtags are important because it expands your network. It allows people to search certain things, and then potentially have your information populate into like the recent or the top ones if you get blessed enough to get into the top. So Ashley has all of her hashtags in a note. The way that I do it is I use text replacement. So I copy all of the hashtags that I'm using. I'll have like a couple different sets. Like one will be family themed, one will be like faith themed, one will be business themed, so that when I am posting about that, I can load in those hashtags. But what you do with text replacement is you just type in a couple letters in your phone, and then it will populate all your hashtags. So like you would just copy those hashtags, Ashley, and do text replacement with them.
You're so smart. But yeah, right now I just use my notes section. But you guys, and we just did a text replacement video for Androids also with we've had one for iPhone. So definitely reach out to your upline after this and get those videos, because text replacements not only will save you with hashtags, but in your business in general, hashtag or text replacement's a game changer.
Oh yeah, I use it for everything.
Okay, so I will stop this and you can take back over. I don't remember what I was showing over here.
Okay. So I'm just going to go quick to where we're at. Stories. Oh, stories. So we're going to go over stories.
Stories. First off, guys, before she
Can
starts,
you make me the host again?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I can't talk and think at the same time. Stories get the most engagement, you guys. So if you're not living in your stories, you need to be, and Instagram has great ways to do stories. I actually do all my stories on Instagram, and then I have them automatically transfer over to Facebook.
We're going to be doing a lot of back and forth, guys, so bear with us. Just because we want to, everyone's different. We have our own different feels. So we're going to go back and forth between our two profiles so that you can like pull ideas from each of us. I think it's good to mimic people, not copy, because we want you to be your own self and find your own voice and figure out what works best for you. So you definitely can take the ideas that we have and implement them. But I want to like show her profile because she has cool ways that she does stuff. And then we'll swap back to mine in the ways that I do some things so that you can get multiple ideas. So I'm going to go into my stories. I just did a reel and it freaking cracks me up. I'm sorry. I was like dying today making it. Don't think you have to have like a certain number, because like, I mean, look how many I have and I still get viewers all the way through. So don't think like, oh, I only have to have 3. I want people to know who I am. And the more that I think of stories as like I don't know, it's like your reality show, you're behind the scenes. What are you doing on a daily basis? What are you, what are you up to? People are nosy as hell, let's be honest. And they just like to see what's going on into other people's lives. That's why reality television is so popular. It's because you like secretly want to know what's going on in other people's lives. It's like this guilty pleasure. So I always, always, always will post some of my 3 steps to my stories. So you can kind of get an idea. I'm just like showing, I got a cool new thing, my dream board, some of the things that make me me. I went on a walk today, talked a little bit in my stories, like showed I was doing all these things, sharing from other pages, because I think that's cool too, because you could potentially have them share your stuff too. And this is what I call like a quote unquote unfold. So you can use the Unfold app to do this, or you can just use Instagram. I use Canva mixed with Instagram. So I'll use Canva to lighten up my picture. So I take a picture, upload it to Canva, make it a little transparent so that you get this like foggy appearance. And then people can just like click through and it just keeps adding. So maybe I should do,
I was going to say you should do an example, because people ask me all the time how I get the words to come in after each other. And you guys, it's really, really easy, actually.
Just let me stop share for a second. I just want to make sure my photos are appropriate. Okay.
I checked that before I got on. I got to make sure that I'm on screen recording.
Well, no, I'm not saying I have like nudies on my phone, but I'm doing this 75-day hard thing, and every single day you have to take a progress picture. So I have some pictures on there, but anyway. Sure. Anywho, I will show how to do that. Okay. So hope you guys are loving the entertainment. So you click on story, you go to your pictures, and I'll just do this one because I don't want to scroll down. So what I personally do is like, let's say I already created that text. I'll add another text. I don't know, blah, 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 blah. So I'll do that. I'll do the next one. You guys get the idea. And then I'll do the next one. And then what I do is I'll go save, garbage, save, drag this down to the garbage, save, drag this down to the garbage. So then you can just do multiple ads at the top, and then you can just progress it like this, next. So then you can progress through pictures. And then they like unfold for people to read, because you're not going to want to put a big long paragraph on a story, because for one, they only get 15 seconds unless they hold down the screen. So to have like it broken up into little pieces, it makes it more digestible for your audience to like go through and like read slide by slide, which is kind of nice. So, hi, there's my face. So then it ends up looking like this when you click through it.
Yeah, because if you guys are going to put a giant paragraph, no one's going to read it. It like if I think it's like if they can't read it in 5 seconds, they skip it. Most people are on stories to quickly go through stuff, so just keep that in mind. Like when you're going through stories, because we all do it, you're quickly going through it, so you want to be able to like it to kind of stop you almost, you know. So definitely utilize this.
And for me personally, I don't auto publish from Facebook to or from Instagram to Facebook. I like physically go in and publish. So like I'll click that Facebook button on the bottom, and then it asks you if you want to put it on there. That's what I do. Now it's actually really nice because the what's the word I'm trying to think of? The polls will translate. I don't know about any of the other like interactable stickers, but the polls
Yeah,
do.
I actually just started doing the automatic today because the polls used to not. The polls do, you can click them on Facebook now, but any of the question boxes or anything like that, I don't think work on Facebook. So sometimes it's easier to just go in and click that little button on the bottom and share to Facebook, and it'll light up like white after it shares to Facebook, and then you won't get that lag either. So that's an easy way to do it.
So another amazing feature that is now on, you know what, I should probably, let's go to Boho. So I have like all these blank slates that I do, right? So you can like go make a blank background. You can click this and there's a little camera right here. Now you can add in pictures like this, multiple pictures, which is so cool. So if you're wanting to like explain products, you could have like one picture of the capsules and one picture of the shakes, and then you can like talk about them right here and right here, like that. And then, you know, let's see what else we can do. Add a cute GIF in. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to give you guys some ideas. So it's like, it's lively.
Megan, how'd you do that?
Do what? This?
The whole boho section, like that, the background.
I just searched. Oh, my boho background?
Like, well, how did you set up that whole background section so you can like put your pictures on top of it?
Oh, I just picked a stock photo that I have. So
you can get those from like Pinterest.
Yeah, okay, but and then I put it on there. And then you click this the little guy at the top that looks like a sticker. Oops, right here.
Which little guy at the top did you click? That's where I'm lost.
1, 2, 3, 4 in. It's a square.
Okay, with the smiley face on it?
Yep, that one.
And then where'd you go?
You scroll down and there's a little circle with like it looks like a camera picture. This one.
Yeah.
And then you just pick it.
Whenever I click on that camera picture, it always gives me a camera and makes me take a picture of myself. It never works.
Maybe, are you Android?
Yeah, I'm Android.
Well, maybe that's why. But so you can add that. I don't usually use their.
So what you can do, you guys, if you have an Android, is you can copy the picture from your photo album on your phone and paste it onto your story. That'll work as well.
Fun fact. Look at us.
Yep. So just click. I think you could probably do it, Megan. Like go to your photo section or your like photo album, and then like copy one of those photos and then you can paste it in your story. So I think that's a hack for the Android users that don't have that little,
I don't know if I
So I
can.
have the camera, but the camera makes me actually take a picture. I can't do
Oh
anything
yeah, there
with
you
it.
can. Yeah, look at that. Cool. So you can
so
just
yeah, you guys
copy.
can do that.
That's sweet. Music, of course, there's like large music selections. I don't think it's going to let me do it because I'm talking on the camera. But you can select music to put in your background. How I remove like because there's like a little caption with the music, I just drag it. I wish it would let me. Oh, here it goes. Okay. So you just take this and move it down to the bottom corner. It still shows up, but it doesn't show up on the page. You can do the same with hashtags if you're trying to connect with people, like let's say Minnesota Mom, because that's one I do a lot. And then you can drag it down. And then if people are searching hashtags, your story will show up.
That boosts engagement, which I was going to talk about later, guys. Put those hashtags on your stories, especially the ones you want people, even like a couple stories from the day, because that's going to boost your stories in general. And go hide them all the way down. That will boost your engagement on your stories huge. So
Your location too.
yeah, your location is huge. Do somewhere that's popular.
Yes. So I'm gonna, that's kind of like some of my tips. Actually, let's go into, there's amazing filters you can use. Like, hey. I'm trying to think of how you actually, how you find them. You click down here. And then here, I'm just gonna mute whoever is talking. Maybe not. Participants. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So if you want to click more, I don't know if browse effects. That's what you want. There's a bunch of different filters that you can choose from. Like the eyeballs in the mouth, apparently. But if you want to get a cool effect, you can, that's how you can get these filters that are like this. And there's all sorts of different ones you can use. There's also stock ones that they have. Oh, that makes me look smooth. Look at that.
And if you guys like see Megan's, like you're viewing her stories and you like one of her filters, you can click at the top left and save it that way too.
Shay. So you click right here up by your name and you can just save the effect and it'll go into yours, which is cool. I love her, by the way. Shay. She's a thriver, by the way. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to try to pop it back over to you. Where are you? There you are. Make host. There you go. So you can share your stuff now.
Okay.
We're making excellent time too. Look at us go.
Are you guys liking this?
Is this helpful? Okay. Drop something in the comments so we don't feel like we're just wasting y'all's time.
All right. So I could have went through my stories. I didn't do much today, but happy packs on the way, guys. Make sure you're sharing and tagging your people in that. I'm talking about stuff I'm doing. Talking in your story, because like Megan said, people are nosy. They want to know what you're doing. Talk in your stories. I can show you guys how to do that too, because I have people that actually ask me. Show when you sign a customer, show all your personal life. Like people love to see your animals and stuff.
He's just hanging out in the kennel.
I know, he just likes to chill there. I've had people ask me, like, is he in his kennel? I'm like, yeah, he likes to just sit in there. I don't know what his deal is.
So what Ashley was saying about talking in your stories, you guys, that allows your audience to get to know you. Like you have a voice. You're not just this floating head that never talks. It allows people to trust you more because they hear your actual voice. And if you're scared to do it, too bad, do it anyways.
Yeah, do it anyways. So what you do is this circle right here that has the filter on it, hold that down. Oh, it's not going to let me because I'm in.
You can also click the down button.
Yes. And you can do this
hands-free. That's
you
nice.
guys, hands-free is huge. A lot of you guys ask me how I talk like this because I like to talk with my hands. It helps me think better. So that's how you do it. You do that hands-free option. Click. you know, like, and then you can stop it. Oh, stop. No, it's not letting me stop it.
Just gonna keep recording. Whatever.
Oh my gosh.
By the way, that focus filter is like my absolute fave. now.
Oh, I am literally obsessed with it. Looks like I got my lips done, but whatever. Okay, so when you do that story and you go, you can also add a picture onto it like Megan did earlier, like a live story. So if you're talking with your hands and you do the hands-free option, once the video's done, you can go and click up like Megan did and add like a picture of the balance, like you can save like a picture of the balance or whatever you're talking about, especially when it's Thrive related. And you can put the picture for them to see a visual while you're talking about it. I wish it would let me.
I think that's recently.
Yeah, it's really cool. I actually have a reels on how to do that. So if you guys go look at my reels, you can see how to do that. And then what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so if you take a picture, like, what the heck?
Oh, you're on hands free still.
Oh freaking A, hold on. New here. Okay, so let's just say you want to take a picture, just whatever random. Okay, then you can click up here, the little like squiggly line. And you can pick a color. You can use the eyedropper tool and
Okay, if you hold down on the color, go back to the colors. If you hold down on like black, hold down on the black button, you can pick what color you want.
Oh, wow. That's something new I didn't know. That's cool. So see, we're learning from each other. I knew this was gonna happen. And then you hold down, press down on your screen, and it'll make your screen all that color. Then you can go in and add things like Megan did earlier. You guys, this just looks nice. You know what I mean? Use your squiggly line, play with this stuff you have in here. Obviously, I'm just doing something random, but play with the tools it gives you. Oops.
Will you show how to get to the gradient again, or how to pick the color? So go to the colors.
Yeah. Okay, let me start fresh because I also want to.
I love you.
So this little eyedropper tool right here, hold down on it.
No, hold on one of the colors.
Oh yeah, hold on one of the colors.
And then you can just slide it where you want. Isn't that cool?
That's really cool.
Because I always used to be like, I wish that I could pick a different color than what they have.
Yeah. I also like to use eyedropper tools. So when I am posting something, my everything is the same color on the page, for example. And then if you guys, they have different options here at the top. So if you see I'm clicking the third one in, if you hold this down, it's going to give you that like overlay effect. Then you can type over it. So it gives you that kind of where it kind of makes it like.
So you can almost do what I did without using Canva this way.
Yeah.
Can you do the overlay thing again?
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So you click this little, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the little squiggly tool right here. And then you'll hold down on one of the colors on the bottom. So I'm holding down on black right now. And then it pops this up.
If you wanted to have that like translucent appearance, you'll want to use the third tool in, which is like a highlighter. That's what gives it like that. You can still see her face. That's what the highlighter tool does.
So then you'll do this one. And yeah, it's this third one in right here. And you can hold down on your screen and it'll do that. But you could pick a different color that's not completely going to white you out, or you could use that. And then up here, there's the little color circle. You can click and turn your wording to black.
And you can hit the square and put a box around it.
And then here's all the different fonts. So if you want to use this font, and one thing, don't make one story and do all the fonts in the same story. Like just pick 1 or 2 fonts that you like and kind of use those all the time because people like consistency. Mm-hmm. So don't like get font crazy because some people do that too, where they're just like using all the fonts and then it's not like a consistent look of your page. Mm-hmm. So that. And then if you see it right up at the top, there's an A with 2 little stars by it, and then an A with like the right here. So now that gives me like kind of a background on it. So that's how you get that.
And then if I like that, the other A, that's cool. Cause it like, well,
Yeah, let me see. Let me type some more.
or it usually does. I don't know why it's not doing
So
it.
it kind of like makes it like, I don't know, like zoom in. It looks cool when you're actually like reading something, you know? This is
It will
obviously
actually
just-
go like word by word and like read it out. I don't know why it's not working.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
tripping
it's
out.
that specific font. Maybe try a
Oh.
different font.
There you go.
So it'll like
Like you-
lay out the words for you, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Then it's like people like read it, you know? So that's also a cool way to do stories.
Yeah, so like for me personally, like what she was saying with the font thing, I'll do a lot of my stories with fonts. And then like specifically my workouts will have a different font, but the rest of my stuff will have the different font. I only switch between 2.
Yeah.
So huge.
So
Consistency.
find the ones that you like, and then kind of make sure you're consistent with your social media. I mean, it's super important. Like you're consistent on your timeline, you're being consistent in your stories. You kind of always have the same vibe, the same look, and that's why people are like interested in you, because they're like, this is kind of who she is. This is what I remember her by, kind of thing. So yeah, I think that's good. Anything else you can think of on stories? If you don't use, just play with these features over here on the left. Like this is the boomerang, you know. That's how you get that. And you can even you can always add pictures into this kind of stuff.
So like I do like do boomerangs with your capsules in the morning or with
Yep.
your shake or whatever, your patch. I think that's a good use of the boomerang effect for me personally.
Yeah, definitely. Because it kind of just like, let me get a packet. So all I'll do is I'll hold it, I'll click it, and then I'll just drop it. Like, how cool is that?
And they don't know, like, did you drop it or like, are you magic?
Yeah, are you magically, like, they give you, like, your pills just magically go into your hand? Oh my gosh. So, yeah, that's what I got.
Make
on
sure you're
story.
always putting your 3 steps in your stories. I think that's important to show that your audience that you're consistently using the products. That's what I do is every single day at least, and I know Ashley does too, put your products in it. Because sometimes you can't, you're not wanting to post every single day your capsules or every single day your shakes, like to your timeline. So stories is a good way to show what you're doing. Like, how are you using the products? Talk about when you're packing up samples. Make sure you're including pieces of your life too, not just Thrive stuff. So stories are just, like I said, that's kind of like your behind the scenes.
Yeah, stories are huge, you guys. And we can talk about different apps we use and stuff in a different Zoom, but it's just start utilizing the app. Like we just showed you so many great things that you can do right inside the app. So you don't got to overthink it.
So do you want to go into Reels real quick?
Yeah.
I should just show my reel because it's really funny. I
Instagram
wish I
stories.
played the sound.
Let me go to it.
The sound is the best on it though. It's that first one with the big check.
They won't take it.
Look, I don't know what your bank is telling you. This is a real check. I signed it myself.
It's written in glitter, man. Can't you just, like, write me a regular size check?
Maybe you should try a different bank. Big bank.
Bigger bank?
That has a big check department. That's what I do.
They won't take it.
Look, I don't know what your bank is telling you. This is a real check.
I was
signed it
dying when
myself.
It's written in glitter, man.
Girl, that's
Can't you
so
just,
funny. You
like,
guys
write
be
me a
funny.
regular
Comedy
size
is
check?
huge. Like people are on social media to laugh. And I like when I first started Reels, I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't know how to use this. And you don't have to like Megan said earlier, don't copy, but like let people inspire you. Like go through the
There are
Reels
3 ways to increase your Instagram stories.
and
Show your
find
wet hair,
something
then
that,
show
like,
your dried hair.
Here we go. Not gonna mess this up. Not gonna mess this up. Here we go. Ready?
And steal
Ha,
their sound.
here we go.
Yes.
Not
Know
gonna
how to
mess
steal
this
their
up.
sound.
Not gonna mess this up. Here we go. Ready?
Okay, so like down here
Ha,
is the audio.
here we
You
go.
see it
Not
playing
gonna
at the
mess
bottom.
this.
All you do is
Here
click
we
on
go.
that.
Not gonna mess
you-
this
and then
up.
right
Not
here,
gonna mess
use
this
the
up. Here we
audio.
go.
Should I just do one? Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hear the audio, but so right here you can set your timer. Like if you wanted to start 3, 2, 1.
So then,
and
you're not like coming back from the camera and looking like a weirdo.
Yeah, so you can set like your timer there. So I like to do a 3-second timer. And then you kind of just gotta like, I don't know, you kind of play around with it, you guys, like be funny. Kind of mimic what they did, but like, let's say they're doing a different company, like kind of bring it over and do something with Thrive related, you know?
I'm so glad it lets you do this.
I know,
maybe
same.
not.
I don't remember what this sound was saying, but
I don't know if it's working now.
I don't think it's
Maybe it
gonna,
won't.
I don't think it's gonna let us like physically
Okay.
show you guys.
Okay.
But definitely that
talk
that is
about
how
what
you
you're
can
gonna
do a
do.
reel. So
Don't
go
just dream
get
about what you're
get
gonna
into
do.
your reels and
Don't-
then just start looking
Can
over
you
reels.
show
that-
some of the ones that you've done?
Yeah. So, okay. So one thing, you guys, that's important on Instagram is engagement and retention. How long is someone staying on your video or your post? That's huge for engagement. So you want to also give like you can do funny ones because people love comedy, so they'll be back for that. People love like makeup or, find stuff that you're into and just be like, do something that's helping people, if that makes sense. So
Yeah,
I did
like
this-
inspirational ways, like 5 ways you overcame a certain circumstance in your life, or like here's a life hack for this, that, and the other thing. Things that like you know about, you can make it. Just put music to the background, and yeah, I just found that clip, that voice thing, and I thought it was so funny.
Yeah, if you guys see something that's like funny like that, do it. Oh, and also when you're doing reels, I found what works best is using sounds that are popular. So songs that are trending on TikTok are going to do very well in reels. So I'll just play one.
Bad guy. Wait, hold on. I messed up. Let me try again.
Bad guy. Duh.
Bad guy.
And
Wait,
then
hold on,
so
messed
how
up.
I
Let me try again.
how I did this transition is I can probably
Bad guy.
try to show you. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna let me. So what I did, guys, is I set up my camera, right? I did the timer, and I wish it would let me show you so I could show you how to edit it. So I start with no makeup, right? So I go on, I do the first part of it. I film it all the way through, bad guy. And then I leave my camera set up here on my tripod. I have my tripod right here. I leave my camera there. I go get ready. I come back and you save it to your draft because, man, I wish I could show this.
The transitions for
Oh, it did let me.
the transitions for reels are so much better than the transitions from TikTok.
Yeah,
So
they're
much
really
better.
easy. It's gonna let me do it actually. So pretend I'm not ready yet. So I'm gonna I don't think I can hear the sound though, so I'm just gonna pretend like I can. Bad guy, right? Stop. Okay, I wasn't ready, right? So I'm gonna go get ready now. Go get ready, come back. Make sure your phone's in the same spot. You have the same background, so it looks like you just like, this is why your makeup started, right? So then you start again. Same thing. Then
Wait,
you
stop though. There is see the one on the bottom, the button on the way bottom on the
Yeah.
left-hand side. It looks like there's like dashes
Oh,
in
yes.
it. You can align
You can
your
align
face.
it.
So then the transition's super smooth. So like here you
Let me
could
try.
do like you exhaustedly tired in the morning, and then if you're wanting to do a Thrive reel, and then you can be tired and then transition into like somebody that's like fully ready and have your capsules or whatever.
So let me do a easier transition because that one's an easy one is just like Megan said is I'm tired. I just woke up. I didn't take my capsules yet, right? So I'm going to start the reel and I'm going to be like, hover the camera, stop it. Okay, this is like a really easy one that I like to do. Then go get ready. When you come back after getting ready, cover your camera with the capsules, start it, boom, you're ready. Then you can, in here, you can go here, and this is where you can, edit it. So you go into this. So it's on this bottom left where you kind of see where the video is down on the bottom left right here, that little arrow, click that. You can go in here and click this scissor tool right here. And you can, you know, right when you cover the camera, stop it there, trim it, and go to your next one. So then you're not having to be perfect. Go here, and right when you're about to take it off your camera, since you had to press the button to start it, trim it.
Oh, it's not gonna play it.
Yeah, it's not gonna play, boo, but at least you guys see the gist of it. Yeah. Does that make sense to you guys? Do you have questions on this right now? Honestly, go in and start playing with it.
Will it play from drafts? Oh, I don't know, maybe.
Let's try. Okay, so
And here's the thing, you guys. Anytime Instagram or Facebook releases a new feature, they're gonna push it like crazy. So if you want to,
Wait, hold on, I messed up. Let me try again.
Bad guy.
Bad guy. Wait, hold on, I messed up. Let me try again.
and so now I'm like, okay, I would have been like, oh, that's just a little bit too fast of like uncovering it. You can go back to edit.
Bad guy. Wait, hold on, I messed up. Let me try again.
No, I'm not.
Bad.
Oh yeah, okay, then you'll click the camera again and you can go in and edit it more. But what were you saying, Megan? Sorry.
anytime that any of the platforms release a new feature, so like if they add a new feature to stories, or if they add reels, like, which is huge, when they added IGTV, or like when Facebook started doing lives, they're going to push that sort of feature. People that are using that feature, they're going to push your content out a lot more, because they need people creating stuff so that they can bring more people to the platform. So when you're creating things like IGTV, the chances of other people seeing your stuff is really high, because they're pushing out anyone that's actively using that tool a lot more than the people that aren't actively using that tool.
Yeah, Reels, I think, have gave me so much more followers from using them, because they're so popular right now.
But if you're trying to reach, like, organically reach new followers, try to stick to things that are going to provide people with value. Like, I mean, it's nice to have the reels for business and products and stuff like that, because that's more so for your current audience that already knows you. But if you're really wanting to reach people, start talking, sharing like a personal struggle that you came through. Like I said, doing personal hacks, however you can add value, because then people are going to be like, oh, I wonder what other things she talks about. And they'll go back to your page. If you're somebody that works out, like, show workouts that you do.
Yeah,
if you
that's
like
so
makeup,
huge.
do makeup, because then they're like, oh, she does makeup. Maybe I can see her do makeup more. So,
just go play around with Reels, you guys. Don't let it freak you out. Go try the app. There's a girl, what's her name? Jack. This girl teaches everything on Reels. Her thing on Reels is to teach other people how to use Reels. So Jack, period attacks, period life, go follow her, because she's really good at teaching Reels. That's actually how I learned how to do Reels.
and she does it for social selling, which is what we do. We do social selling.
She's great, and she's very good. I actually kind of like mimicked her video on this one, showing people how to add the pictures to the story. And so I'm giving value here. You know what I mean? Like, click there, scroll down to your camera. I'm giving value.
And here's a tip too, to make sure that your words stay within the box, because for whatever reason it zooms in. If you go really slow, there's a blue line that you don't want to cross. Otherwise, it'll cut off some of your words.
Bad guy. Wait, hold on. I messed up. Let me try again.
Bad guy.
And then so when you
Duh.
do a
Slowly
word,
drag it over to the
Bad
edge.
guy. Wait, hold on. I messed up. Let me try again.
There.
you see
You
that,
don't want to
guys?
go past that.
Duh.
And stay under where it
guy.
says
Wait, hold on.
reels
I
right
messed up.
there.
Let me try again.
Yep.
Bad
Oh, there's the
And
line.
above the garbage can.
Duh.
Yep.
Bad guy. Wait,
You
hold on.
just
I
get to
messed up.
watch
Let me try
yourself
again.
over and over.
It's really annoying, but
Duh.
down here
Bad
where
guy.
the word
Wait, hold on. I
is
messed
where
up.
you
Let me
can
try
click
again.
the word and say where you want it on the screen.
Bad guy.
So
Wait,
it'll
hold on. I
be
messed up.
only
Let
on
me
this
try again.
section, and then you
Bad
can
guy.
add
Wait, hold
another
on, I messed up.
word,
Let me try
and
again.
it's only going to be,
Bad guy.
you know, on the next section.
Wait,
So they
hold on.
kind of go one after another.
Messed up. Let me try again.
Bad guy.
So that's how I did. And this one actually was bad because it was out of the frame. I was still learning how to do reels and I left it up. I was going to delete it and Sadie was like, no, leave it. And I was like, no, I'm going to delete it. It's bad. But just try. And it was like too fast. You know, it was like underneath all my stuff. So I was mad at it. But just like go play with it. Like it's okay to mess up, you know? Like start trying, get used to the app, and then you guys will learn.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want me to share the screen back to you or?
Sure. I'll just show you like some of my examples too, so that you can see different.
Oh, I almost stopped the recording of that would have been annoying.
That would have been awful. Just kidding. Make me the host again.
Yes.
Musical phones. And then I'll touch quickly on IGTV, and then you can talk about engagement real fast.
Okay. Good to go, I think.
Yep, I'm good. I hope this is giving you guys information that you can implement into your life. So like I have one with my
My mom is mad at me because I like to play hide and seek with my bone in her blankets, and now all of her blankets have holes in them. Then I give her attitude when she tells me to stop.
like I'm a dog mom, so that's something I do. But like this one I just shared something about myself. Just be funny. Like some of mine are funny, some of them are serious. Some of them. Transition
I am healthy. I am
into the
wealthy.
next one. I don't know, just creative. So IGTV, let's go into this. So IGTV is kind of like your own video series. So their Instagram Live is different than Facebook Live. When you go live on Instagram, it only lasts for a certain amount of time. Otherwise, you have to save it to IGTV. So it will show up like as a red circle above your name, like in your stories when you did a live. I believe it's for 24 hours and then it disappears. And then you have the option to save. So like I have another thing I do is when I do a live on Facebook is I'll save my live from Facebook, go to IGTV and upload it in there. So that's an option too. So then I just have all this. You want to be multifaceted on the app. You want to be, using the reels. You want to be putting in multiple pictures. You want to be using the things that they have, the tools that they have available for you. So I will talk about what I do for engagement quick, and I probably don't even need to. Well, maybe I should. For engagement, I always go into my following and engage with some of my people that are already currently following me, because you want to show them love first because they showed you love enough by following you. And I firmly believe in the saying that if you want to get love on your stuff, you have to be willing to show it first to receive it back. So for me, I'll go into my followers and start engaging in there. Even if I don't follow them back, I'll engage with them there. I'll engage with my story viewers, and then I will go into hashtags. So let's go with the 75 hard challenge because that's what I'm doing right now. So it's relevant. So I'll go into recent, into any sort of hashtag that has to do with you, and then go start commenting on some of these people. You don't have to follow them. So I will pick like 5 to 10 in the recent or I'll do 5 in this hashtag, 5 in one other hashtag, and 5 in one more hashtag. And then that's how I do engagement, because you're actively going to seek out and giving love to people that don't even follow you and you don't follow back. Instagram rewards that because it shows that you're trying to actively use the platform the right way. So like I would just go into, I don't know, like this girl's and say something about like she just completed her whole 75 days. Like, congratulations. That's no easy task.
And you want it to be 4 or more words, you guys.
And she has like a bunch of spammers that are commenting on her stuff. So it's nice to have like somebody that isn't a spammer comment. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'm on day 6, so it's so refreshing.
And go find people that don't have thousands of comments, you know, because your comment's going to get lost anyway. So go find people like this that don't have a lot of comments, or that, you know.
I'm gonna do a heart. So there. If you go to recent, you're typically not going to find people that have a ton of comments because they just posted. Top, these are all the people that have like lots of followers and lots of engagement on their posts. You want to go to the small micro and do it that way. When you're making a combination for the hashtag for your posts, I try to follow this sort of rule. I'll try to do anywhere between 9 and 11 hashtags per post. And then I'll do 3 that have a large following. So like 3 hashtags that have over 500,000 people that are like actively utilizing that hashtag. I'll do 3 that are medium. So anywhere between like 100,000 to 500,000. And then I'll do 3 that are micro, like anything below 100,000 is micro. And by having that nice mix, you'll get people from all over, which is kind of nice. So did you have anything with engagement that you wanted to add on that too?
No, I think that's good as far as like, I mean, I'll talk about getting engagement on your guys' stuff in a second, but that's perfect of, you know, making sure that you guys are, I say this too on Facebook, like you can't expect someone to come and love on your stuff if you're not doing the same. Like you need to be utilizing the apps for what they're for. You know, you can't just post and like hope for the best. You got to be going engaging on other people's stuff because that's what the apps are for. You know, they're for networking. So no, I think that's good the way you did it. I do it the exact same way.
Perfect.
And then I'll go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go.
No, you go. I actually do go through my friends list. Just as I would on Facebook, I go to my recent friends and I do the same thing. I go comment on their recent posts, and then also go in and do it the way Megan did. So, you know, when you guys are doing your interactions, spend 30 minutes doing that. It's important to be doing that daily.
And as much as you can, also take time to interact with their stories because that puts you straight into their DMs.
Yes.
Instagram is DMs. It's not Messenger.
Yeah, DM.
To the direct message. So don't say like message me if you want somebody to message you. Say DM me. You just sound like you know what you're talking about.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how to get the most out of your to get the most, you know, kind of likes, comments.
Do you want me to move it back to you?
Yes, please.
Musical host.
Yep.
Okay,
so you guys, the key to Instagram is engagement, likes, comments, shares. It's what Instagram is about. And retention, like how long someone stays on your picture. That's gonna get your picture out to more people. So share my screen again. I hope you guys are liking this. I know it's kind of long, but there's a lot to learn. I could go on for a few hours probably. So we'll do this pretty quickly because I know we all have lives. Okay. So I'm going to make a post. I'm going to go to my batch work. I have a lot of stuff in here.
I do too. I have tons of albums.
I need to, okay, batch work. So, the key to having someone, and you don't have to do this all the time, but someone staying on your post longer is by scrolling through multiple photos. I noticed when I do multiple photos, I get the most engagement on them. So how you do that is when you're going to go to post, and what's cool is if you want to do multiple photos and maybe the last 2 or 3 aren't like perfect, you can use the first one as your cover, and then it gives you kind of more. I'll show you what I mean. So right here, you're going to click this little, and then you can choose multiple images. Obviously, I'm picking the best pictures I have at the moment just for showing you purposes. You can move them. So do multiple ones. So then when someone's looking at your page, they're scrolling through, and that's keeping them on your post longer. And or Instagram is going to push that post out more. Oh, people are liking this. They're staying on it for more than 5 seconds, you know, push this out, push this out. And that's kind of how the algorithm works. So when you're doing a caption, don't just do fire emojis and move on. Like, no, you want people to stop and like read, because that's going to keep them on your post longer. And the longer people stay on your post, the more Instagram is going to push your post out.
Long form text is really popular on Instagram, just so you know. So like I know on Facebook people are like through the scroll, but long form text on Instagram, and what I mean by long form is like you're telling a story. So like your longer posts that you typically have, they actually hit really well on Instagram.
Yeah, people love like you to tell a story and really get deep on Instagram. So let's just say this was like just a super deep message, you know, really,
You're so
really
deep. You're so
really
deep.
getting into it. I love my daughter so much. These photos really like show just mom and daughter moment, you know, like something like that. How I do my hashtags is I'll return and do the dots so they're out of the frame when someone's reading my post. And then I have I'm gonna get these in text replacement because that's
and then you use text replacement.
then you would use text replacement and just pop them right in. But so I have kind of like all these ones saved. So then I would just text replace them into here. So
Good.
that's that. And then like tagging. Like I tagged Calvin Klein earlier.
Oh, smart.
And then I tagged my photographer, you know, like tagging the photo. You can add a location. I usually don't add a location unless I'm like when I was in Cabo, I added a location.
I wouldn't do it if you're like at home.
don't add a location. If you're like
a big
Cabo,
place.
you're not in Cabo right now, so it wouldn't make sense because you can't hide it. So it look funny.
But like if you're posting, like if she posts a picture of Cabo now from before, like maybe she took content pictures while she was there, which I'm sure she did. You could tag your location in Cabo at that time, even if you're not there right now, because the picture was taken in Cabo.
Yep. So I have a couple more things. I'm not gonna post that right now, but so this posted very well. This is kind of how it would look. You wouldn't see the hashtags because I had to click on it to see them. So that's why I kind of do the dots and hide them downwards. The reason I actually tried something new that I learned recently that I was excited to learn, and actually this posted amazing, I think, because of it. Okay, so it's kind of hard to do. Once you're done making your post, you have to close out of your Instagram app and don't go back into it for 1 hour. I know that's like scary and it's like almost hard to do because
snap.
Yes, you see notifications and you're like, oh my gosh. So what Instagram's new algorithm is doing is it's wanting you to come back in the app. So it's pushing your posts out more, wanting you to see notifications. It's like, come back in, you're getting engagement. Like I need you to go respond to this or just look at it or whatever. So Instagram's trying to like get you back in the app. So I literally closed it out, like go forget about it. And I've never gotten this many likes. And I got like at least 12 followers. So I closed out of it. I set a timer, and you have no idea how bad I wanted to go look at it. Because I was like, and I have my notifications turned off already, so I don't see them dinging in, but I wanted to go see. And so close out of it for an hour and then open it back up. And it's crazy. And then when you open it back up, use this little like paper airplane tool right here, add to your story. What I did was I took the same hashtags, I hid them, and I put my picture over it.
You can also drag them to the bottom too. That's another way.
Yeah. However you want to hide
That's
them.
so smart too.
You can totally do that. And it just like starts your post over almost. And it's like the engagement I got was insane.
Guess what I'm going to be doing with my next
Seriously, I was like shocked. I was like, okay, it actually works, because I watched the new algorithm YouTube video, which I can send to you guys. Just ask me for it. It was really, really helpful. And it seriously worked, because I mean, let's just 56. Okay. 70. This one did pretty good. I did the same thing to this one.
Because it's you and your husband. I feel like anytime.
Yeah. And but like you guys, I'm like usually around like 100, if that. Look, and like when I did that, and I know this is like the best photo, and I also did the where I had multiple photos, so they had to stay on here. So all those things are like huge. It was a game changer with these 2 last photos. I got a lot more engagement. I got a lot more followers from it. So I think that really, really helped. I'm trying to think what else.
That's good.
So yeah, wait an hour and then go back, and you guys got to make sure you're responding to people. And what I do is I went back in, I responded to like a few people, and then I closed out, and then I went back in and responded again to a few more people, and then went back in. So that keeps that post kind of going, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have any questions on that?
So good.
Everyone's like, no, we're tired. Get me off this Zoom.
So much information overload.
Is there anything you guys wanted me to like show you?
I think we covered a lot.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't want to like totally overdo it either. So I hope that was
If you're
helpful.
making your profile for the first time, it's okay for you to like post 6 pictures at once, just so you know. So you have like a base.
Yeah.
You don't want like one picture like, who's this creep?
Yeah.
And then also like reach out to some of your friends and have them follow you, so you're not like this person that has 1 follower. You're trying to grow your network, or your upline, or your friends in the business.
Yeah, and post your Instagram on your Facebook. Hey guys, I just got my Instagram. After you post your first 6 photos. And you guys, if your Instagram you used to use back in the day, and you have a bunch of random photos, I made my sister completely delete everything. You can ask her. I literally was like, she had like 300 photos, and I was like, you need to spend today deleting all of those. They're all crap, like blurry photos. I mean, a picture of her like ear, and I'm like, when did you use this app? Like, I'm like, go delete everything. I made her wipe it clean. And then we did a little, like, we did some little photos of her farm and herself and stuff. I went out there one day, I took some pictures, and then we applied presets to all of them. And I had her upload like 6 right in a row and write little posts for each one, do the hashtags on all of them just to kind of get it going. And her Instagram's completely changed from that. So just don't be afraid to wipe it clean and start fresh. It's time.
Yep, I agree.
Well, that's all I got.
Do you want to pass it back to me, and then so I can close this out?
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mhm.
I gotta find the other me. There I am. Because that's how I'm recording it. Okay. Hopefully that translated well. Okay. Yes, I do. All right, you guys. I hope that we were able to help you with some ideas to get started. My phone's dying too. I'm at like 10%.
I know, I'm like, shoot. Like, good thing we're done.
Our life. Thank you guys all for taking time to be with us. I will get the recording out and I will I'll send it into our leader page, and then I'll send it into Thrive to Survive so that you guys can have that to pass out to anyone that you think would get some value from this. Yeah, thanks Ashley for co-hosting with me.
Heck yeah, I think this was good and much needed. So
Yes. Love you guys. Have a wonderful night. And if you need extra tips, like drop them in that specific thread and maybe we can come back and do another one for you guys.
all right, bye guys.
Good night.